Hey guys, Kita from the Kita Fit YouTube. How are you? So today I want to talk about what do you think the difference is between ego and soul? That's a good one. We could also say, and I've mentioned this in another video, the difference between self-image, ego, and the soul. And I think self-image goes right along with ego. And what I think, what I kind of want to use this conversation about is how do we come from self-perception, ego, or the soul when we're talking to people about if we disagree with what they're saying. So what I think is, if we come from an egoic self-perception place, we are all about our agenda and pushing our agenda on them. If we come from soul, we will ask questions like, you know, why do you feel that way? Or tell me how you came about this thinking process. Or how do you thinking the way that you're, like, how do you think your way of thinking is going to impact the world? Or what is your solution to X, Y, and Z? And again, coming across coming across as a connecting, as a really trying to understand the world from their perspective. Almost if you were like an alien and you're engaging in a conversation of really trying to understand, not listening to them with your agenda on how you're going to attack what they just said. Really just listening. And I think if we were more aware about self-perception and our self-perception and holding on to that, I think that we're wanting to chase. Always know, this is who I am, this is who I am, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing. And kind of when we do that, you block out 50%, I truly believe. You may even be blocking out more than that, but you block that much of humanity out. And I think that's what's happened in this last election, is I think so many of us were coming from self-perception and ego of what our positioning was, that we stopped coming from a place of soul. We stopped listening to our soul. We stopped really trying to understand the other side by asking, you know, why do you feel that way? Why are you mourning? What are you mourning inside? You know, because I've heard a lot of people say this election they're just sad. You know, and not be like, here's the thing. You don't go, so why are you sad? No. It's, so why are you sad? Tell me, what are your fears? And then getting under that fear. Well, you know, I believe, you know, they have their Roe versus Wade, they have their different positioning on abortion and women's rights. But getting underneath that, you know, well, tell me a little bit more about that, and what are your thoughts on that? And you get underneath that, and underneath that, and underneath that, and pretty much like 5 layers down, you find out that this person was either raped, or they got pregnant by their boyfriend, they had to get an abortion, and then it's like they have that guilt and that shame and those emotions and those feelings about that, and that's what's stirring them. It has nothing to do with Clinton and Trump, but it's being exacerbated that way because that's what's coming out of their lens. So I just think that if we all came more from soul and really trying to understand each other, coming from that perspective, we're going to see a lot of our conversations turn around and really start learning from each other. So anyway, this is Kita from Kita Fit YouTube. I love you guys. Remember, stand in your light, stand in your truth, and above all else, you guessed it, you go be a warrior. I love you guys. Bye. Mwah.